Hello everybody! In this video, I'd like to take you on a tour of my vanilla survival build on the Brainheim server hosted by Kongville Survives. With the Ashlands being released soon, we're gearing up for a new world for Season 2, and I wanted to take you on a tour of what I had done this season. So without any further ado, let's get started. And we'll start our tour today at my portal inn, where visitors to New Axlandia arrive. It's not as convenient as arriving right to my portal hub, but it's a little bit more scenic. And here we have my welcome arch, along with one of my favorite Bob Ross quotes: "There are no limits to our world, we're only limited by our imagination," which is also my personal Valheim philosophy. And after talking to Old Man from Scene 24 and answering his 3 questions, we can cross the Bridge of Death and come to the first intersection. Which our first visit of the day will be the Lord of the Wings Bar and Grill. There you can see Castle Aington. And the owner had to build so far away from the main castle, partly because he couldn't get a liquor license for in city limits, but mostly because of instance counts and lag. So inside we have a dining area here on the lower level, a very nice open window design. It has a nice view of the bay. And on the main level here we have the bar area, along with the grill area. So when you're thirsty you can come over here and have any of the meads on tap. The bartender used to be an adventurer until he took an arrow in the knee. And over here you can come get some snacks, like the Frodo 9-piece fried chicken fingers, or the Lucky Number, which is a 14-piece spicy wings, or the Onion Rings of Power, our 20-piece onion rings rule them all. And here we have a stage for live performances, like these guys who want to rock and roll all night in Valheim every day. Here we have a jukebox for when the band's not playing. And if we come back next Freya's Day, we can see the Pillage people. Then we'd go upstairs to the balcony. Here we have a few tables where you can stand and have a couple meads while you're watching the band, people dance, or whatever. Enjoy the sunrise through that window. Here on the balcony we have a nicer view of the bay, along with Lonely Mountain off in the distance, Big Blue Guy. Now we can head back to the crossroads. And up this path is the Misty Mountains and the village of Haven, which I have a shortcut, but we'll take the scenic path on the way up. And I needed to build a path up the mountain that was suitable for carts so I could get metals up. So we ended up building the Stairway to Haven. It's a nice scenic stairway. Here we have a little shrine. We can leave an offering to Odin for safe passage on the way up. As you can see, it's just a small little village. But that's Franklin's Tower, which will be our first stop. It's also a scenic overlook and observation deck. Downstairs in the cellar, I didn't know what to do down here, so I just made like a little witchy place where they can hang out and cook their brews. I like to make fun little scenes like that scattered around. And here we have a portal directly to my hub, and this one is the elevator up. Yeah, this turned out kind of nice. It's like a little sky gazebo. Over here you have a nice view of the Black Forest. You can see the ocean on a clear day. There's the Dabin cabin. Down here we have Baskin-Robbins One Flavor. And a nice Mistland view. There is mist down there, but we're a little bit far away for the render in, so we get to see the green lusciousness. This is my shortcut portal down to the Bridge of Death. I really do not like naked portals, so I made this one look like a bus stop. And the top of every freezing mountain needs an ice cream stand, which they happen to have both kinds of cones, waffle and regular, and both kinds of ice cream, soft serve and hand dipped. Inside they have a cooler, storage for their cones, desk, giant tub of ice cream for scooping out. This was a fun little project. And of course every roadside stand needs a little umbrella table to sit under and enjoy your snacks. This has a nice view too. And here we are at the Dabin cabin. We can relax on the front porch and have some ice cream and muck shakes. Maybe pet Marmaduke. Okay, in here we have a nice decorative kitchen. Sink full of bubbles. Have some ingredients out to make a wolf skewer. Right now I'm frying up some chicken and eggs. I have a little ice box. Also a closet. Upstairs we have a bedroom. Got some nice dressers. Drake trophy chandelier. Got its own little balcony to overlook the village. Here I have a desk set up so we could play Valheim while we're playing Valheim. And this overlooks my favorite room in the house, the living room. Which I modeled this after my own little fortress of solitude in my basement. We have nice comfy sectionals to sit on while we listen to some records, maybe relax a little bit. Got my turntable. Got the IKEA shelf that holds our record collection, with a little bit of everything from 38 Special, AC/DC, Aerosmith, Asia, all the way down to Stevie Ray Vaughan, Joe Walsh, The Who, ZZ Top. Just the good stuff. I also made some posters with some song verses to represent the different bands. Over here we have a knick-knack cabinet with all the Hilder's request trophies. Except for the big guy, he wouldn't fit. A nice cozy fireplace with a puppy. Don't have a fireplace in my house, so I'd like one. And I took a little nap to make it daylight, so now we'll take the bus down to the Bridge of Death. And now we'll continue our tour with Castle Aington. Oh, these guys are kind of impressed, but this guy who thinks it's only a model, but that's okay. And this whole build was inspired by Castle Gatelon in France, and since that one's under construction, I thought I would leave mine unfinished too. Here we have beehives in the little fairy village. Have a few French guys who like to taunt us. Better go away before they taunt us a second time. Here's one of my yard puppies. Hey, this build turned out kind of nice. Over here in the guardhouse is where I keep my Mistland benches. They're all fully upgraded. This tower is my treasury / warehouse. Keep all my building stuff, along with my treasure piles. Here's where I keep the pound puppies, which is just some extra breeding pairs in case there's a catastrophe. And this is my portal hub. I like to hide it inside the tower, along with one of each workbench so I can do all the repairs when I come and go. Second level has some more, and also access to the parapets. Oh, looks like I had a chicken escape. In this tower I had my chicken breeders. I don't know if you can see the fuzzy butts. I got one set over there. And there's another set over here, along with my eider refinery. Just like to keep that stuff out of the way. This is my Grey Dwarf Recycling Center. I also like to keep that hidden in the tower. And here we have some guys working on the construction. We have a nice little crane that's hauling up some stone and building materials. And this is what a recycler looks like. This is a must when you want to build big sprawling things like castles and villages. And here on the ground floor of the Great Hall is where I keep my kitchen. Lots of storage here under the stairs. Everything is fully upgraded and I think nicely decorated. We also have a hot tub hidden behind this access panel. We have some meal prep going on. Finished meal storage. I have a nice large pantry. Of course, fermenters, bread oven, and a recipe board. So now instead of going back and forth to the kettle 10 times so I can get the recipe right, I have to come back and forth to the recipe board 5 or 6 times. And upstairs we have a sleeping area. I used to have a computer sitting here, but that kept breaking for some reason. Banquet table for when we have guests over. And my other set of armor for when I go out adventuring and shenanigans. Along with plenty of room for supplies like meads, arrows, box of F-bombs. Along with maximum comfort for when you exit. Here we have Alex, Geddy, and Neil. My 3 outside guard puppies. And here we have my smelter shelter. So I have a couple smelters along with some storage. Some place to keep charcoal and scrap metal. Here we have a fully upgraded smithy bench, along with a table for having snacks on. Got some nice storage, along with boxes for your loose screws, your sword polish, armor oil, and mail links. Here we have a carpenter's shop. It's got a fully upgraded workbench along with plenty of storage and furniture wax, hammerheads, along with the throne that I built myself, as you can see. And across this bridge is the village of Buccaneers Den, which I did show this before, but it was my very first video and I was chicken to talk for some reason. So we'll just walk through here again with commentary this time. So in the center of the bridge, I thought I built this little gazebo. It turned out kind of nice. It's big enough to get carts through, since this is my main working dock after all. Here we have the bus stop that goes back to the Bridge of Death. We have a sign warning not to feed the shrieking eels. And of course, since it's a dock, we need cargo that's being unloaded, along with a warning to pirates. Here's a couple guys giving swimming lessons. And here we have a worker with a crane unloading all the stuff and things from my adventures. Can't be a proper waterfront without some vendors, like Captain Jack's beads, baubles, and eyeliner. And here we have One-Eyed Willie's purveyor of fine hooks, eye patches, and wooden legs. Everything a pirate needs. Don't be silly, get your pirating supplies from One-Eyed Willie. And Captain Flint's Parrot Emporium, where all parrots are 100% guaranteed not chicken. Here's one of the puppies here, his name's Mouth. Here's Mikey. And here we have Chunk and Data. And here we have my lighthouse slash restaurant called the Frying Dutchman. This was a fun project to do too. Up here in the center we have a nice little bar area. You can come get your drinks or make your orders. Down here on the poop deck is the dining area. You can sit down, have a nice dinner, enjoy a nice Black Forest views. And over here in the bilges, you can come have a couple cocktails, maybe plug some coins into the jukebox, look out over the ocean. And here we have a fully decorated kitchen. Not very functional, but it looks neat. We have a sink with dirty platters and cups. We have a grill with a guy cooking. Some food prep area. Nice big cooler to keep everything cool. Here we have a portal that goes right to the hub, and another elevator that goes up. Get a nice view of Buccaneers Den from up here. You can see the circular boardwalk that goes all the way around. And here I needed some townhouses for our vendors to live. Try to make each one just a little bit different. I want them all to be just a little bit cozy. Of course, One-Eyed Willie's has the nicest place. And the nicest views. You've got a window box to sit on. And a book collection with such titles as Yo Ho Ho, Pirate's Life for Me, keel hauling for dummies, you can touch me treasure but hands off me booty, Goonies never say die, and I think therefore I are. Yeah, these turned out to be cozy little cottages. Here we got a little spot to come and sit, watch the sunset, or the sunrise. And as we come about full circuit on the boardwalk, we come to another little observation deck. It's a nice place to sit, watch the sunrise over Aington Castle. I like it here. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you won't miss any future videos. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.